King A.D.S. Music Production. What's up, everyone? How are you? Happy holiday season. Much blessing going out to everybody, no matter what's going on. It's a crazy times, man. Just wanted to get on here because I haven't been on in a while. There's been a lot happening all at once. You know, that's usually how it goes when it rains and pours type deal. And I had all of November, this whole November this year has just been really interesting, to say the least, and strange, and not all the way bad, but just, you know, just a little hurdles and things that we all have to deal with on a regular basis. And this time around, the hurdle was the workhorse, the work van. I thought it was a low radiator hose because it was time for that to bust out, and it turned out to be the water pump. But it was like this huge process trying to order the hose, and went to one place and they didn't have it, had to get my money back, then order the hose, took like an extra week for it to be delivered. And then turns out in the end that it wasn't even the hose, it was the water pump. So then we had to go through that process, and I had to get that part, and we threw that on. I even tried taking the van to a shop, and the technicians were out until like yesterday. I think it's like the 28th today. And those guys were going to be out until like Monday, right? Like, you know, so nevertheless, just went ahead, little elbow grease and some help, you know, with some positive people, and got it done with my man Bill, you know what I'm saying, who's awesome, and a guy that I've met here and known here for some years. We actually met over here, you know, at this facility and stuff, because he actually had a storage unit and things like that. So we got to small talking, and he was in the cars, I'm in the cars. So we made friends, you know what I mean? And it's all about finding those people who got those like mind waves, you know what I'm saying? Those peas of a pod kind of deal, you know, got things in common with them. So he's like cool peoples, and so thankful for that too. I don't want to sound too cliche, but I'm thankful for that. But nevertheless, it's just been weird, like just being pinballed around a little bit, you know what I mean? That's what I usually say when I feel like I'm going every direction at once. It's like ping, 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 and I'm all over the place. So I feel like a pinball. And but I do want to wish everybody great, you know, times right now, no matter what's going on. I know it's crazy, but I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, you know, holiday there. And we got, you know, the Day of Peace coming up and everything. I can see in here, I keep scraping my lip with my teeth because I could see some dried up chapstick on my lips. And I'm like, what is this? Oh, I don't want this on here. Of course it would happen right when I'm trying to talk to you too. That's when it would happen. You know what I mean? And but nevertheless, man, just, you know, just been an interesting time, and just trying to stay on point and working on some music and things like that too. More stuff to come, you know what I mean? Check out the Starlines album with me and Kata. Kata did all the production on that. Kata is awesome. Keys to Another World, that's what that's short for. Kata means Keys to Another World, which I love that brother's name. You know what I'm saying? Just says so much. Very conscious brother, very strong-willed, conscious brother, very talented, out of Baltimore, and so thankful to meet him this year too. And you know what I'm saying, just trying to blaze some trails out here, you know, as much as I can. I love to do what I like to do, you know, so I try to keep that going, and I'm continue to try to be you know, put my efforts forward in breaking free and being a generator, so that I can help others as well, and furnish some of my own ventures and support some of my own. I don't think I'll be able to do all of it alone, but I do, you know, enjoy the freedom to be able to step out in my own path, in my own direction, and get something going, you know what I mean? It's really exciting, you know what I mean? The next steps of that stuff would be, expanding things like that in the near future. That would be awesome too. But nevertheless, man, I just want people to know out there that it's always love. I got nothing but love for you. There's a lot of people that I haven't talked to that I've been meaning to call, that I was supposed to call earlier this year. And I just thought that I would be done with a lot of different things, but we all know it's called life and it's got curveballs. So I just got hit with a lot of curveballs. That happens in my life a lot, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that's the same. And I never use it as an excuse, but all I would ever ask for from people is just a little patience and a little compassion, a little consideration, you know what I mean? As I always keep everybody in the best, highest esteems, I should say, like that. Like the, good energy. Like if I don't hear from you, I'm not thinking that you don't like me. I'm not thinking, anything bad about you. I'm just wishing you the best, and I'm hoping that everything you're doing is come to fruition in the right path. And you know what I mean? So yeah. And even like with all the challenges, we get a little bummed out, and I did get a little bummed out for a second too, I'm trying so hard to get things back together as far as where my life used to be, and also try to work on new things and learn on the fly. So it's just very challenging. And I even tried to I was thinking about trying to date, and I met somebody I didn't expect to. You guys know I've expressed in other videos that it's not my MO to date right now. And it's not anything against women or anything like that, but there's just too much, man. I've dealt with just too much, you know what I mean? And I have to get this stuff done. There's certain things to anyone, to anyone. Like, you know what you need to work on, you know what you want to get done, you know the way you want to see your life. And before I try to attempt or even think of anything like that, I need to get those things back up and running, or running, period, or back up and running, both ways. And I have to accept that if it's not my time to have a relationship like that on that level, then I just have to accept it. And it's tough and it sucks, guys. It really sucks. But, it's not so bad at the same time. I'm someone who I'm fine either way, put it that way. If I'm single, I'm fine. If I'm with someone, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? I always try to find the good in most situations, or else I would have cracked a long time ago. But nevertheless, I did meet someone, and I didn't expect to meet them, and they were just amazing. I really adored them. I got smitten, I came from left field and I got smitten. And then, but I don't think that I was, since I wasn't stepping in the right stride, I think maybe they could pick up on that, and the timing was crap. And I'm not mad. I don't think they were that interested in the end, and I'm not upset. It's all about, you got to live your life the way you feel that you need to live it. But if they ever watch my videos or anything like that, I at least want them to know that I think of them in the highest regards. It's nothing but love and highest esteems and all those things, and yes, I think about them quite a bit, in a good way. And I just wish everybody the best, and I hope that everyone's pulling for me the same way, because I'm pulling for you the same way. And but you got to do what you got to do in any instance. And if you need to pull away and handle your biz, then get to doing it. You know what I mean? That's pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm just doing what I got to do. You know what I mean? On my Thanksgiving, like I said, I don't have a very practical life like most people do. I grew up without my family for the most here on the West Coast in Cali, and all my family's from back east, New York, and some live in Florida, and some even overseas and stuff. So, Virginia too. There's parts on my father's side are in Virginia and just different places. So there's not too much family that I grew up with. So I don't have a lot of those kind of traditional things happening. Like this year, sometimes my mom and my aunt will take off and go to Las Vegas for the Thanksgiving holiday. And when I was a little younger man, I'm more mature now, but I used to think some kind of way about it. It's nice to see family together and be together. It's nice, but it's something I learned to deal with. And I don't, they just said, hey, I don't want to deal with all that, so it's cool. But but this year I got a little bit of love, and homemade mac and cheese and some green bean casserole was left, and so so all I had to do when I got home was heat up my turkey and all that jazz, throw that in the oven and throw the pie in the oven and do all that stuff, and then it's had my own little dinner. And then you could say it's depressing if you want and whatever, but I find a way to make my day still special. That's what it's all about. And I also dropped like a little Thanksgiving song, a little holiday song called The Feast, and that's on YouTube right now, and it's on SoundCloud. So if you haven't heard it, check it out. If you have heard it, play it again, turn it up. It's all about sentiment of thankful, good energy. And there's others out there, I'm sure they could express it in their own way, and they're fabulous at doing so, and I really commend that. And but I'm really excited to be able to share that kind of good stuff with you. That's what it's about. I want to paint that kind of energy, that kind of tone, that kind of picture, where all my songs aren't about just hustling. All my songs aren't about just club life or party life. I rap about, or just talk about, write about, a lot of different stuff. Sometimes I go deep, sometimes, just to sharpen the blades, or to show you that I try to keep my blades sharp in tradition and in respect of the true art of hip hop. I try to do stuff like that. I believe with the way that I write as an artist, it'll be more about the content and what I'm saying, more than just the punchlines. I do love wordplay and metaphors, but I'm also very direct. So I like to make sure that I'm communicating with everybody, not just people that understand the culture and slang. I want other people that haven't even been introduced to the culture to sometimes come on in and say, hey, what's this? I'm real curious about this. What is this guy talking about? I understood everything that he said. And so sometimes I don't get too flashy on a track. I just like to communicate, you know what I mean? Because music is the great communicator. And the unifier, you know what I'm saying? We could bring people together and everything. And also, I want to say this too. When you guys see me on here and I'm doing these videos and stuff, and I'm smiling and everything, and I'm giving you good energy, I don't want you to misconstrue that with you if you think that's who I am all the time. And I'm not saying I'm a negative guy, not by any means, but I am human, and I deal with regular human shit, and so I react like a human. I mean, maybe not like the average person. Like if they lose their mind over stuff, I may not do that, but that's evolution, and that's learning, and that's experience. But I'm not trying to say that I'm an exact saint, you know what I'm saying? Not like an exact angel. I am a light being. I do love spreading good energy. I do think that that's our natural constitution. I think that we're not negative. I think that we're great, amazing, and shining beings. We just have a little issue with wrestling with the animal side, you know what I'm saying, from time to time. But as we get older and as we evolve through experiences as well and exposure, we start to learn how to tame that beast and only bring it out. Time and place for everything, as they would say, right? So, you know what I mean? But I don't want to give people the idea like, oh, I could slap this guy or I could push this guy, he wouldn't do anything. Very much the opposite. You know what I mean? Very much the opposite. I could, I don't even want to say this stuff, but I could smile and whoop someone's ass. So, but nevertheless, that's not what this is about. That's not what my message is ever about. But I just love to, but it's my opportunity to share good energy with you, to express something positive and constructive, or to just straight communicate and share music or let you know what's going on, because it's a lifeline that I can use, and I'm happy to have that. So I can touch off all you amazing, great, beautiful people, man, that I'm happy to know and happy to meet and happy to connect with, you know what I mean? So just wanted to get on here for a minute, be sincere and genuine, and give you an update of a few things that's been happening. And oh yeah, that's right, also I had a sneak release drop this year too. I've dropped way too much music this year, more than I would usually ever do. But it's like I had to wipe the slate clean so I could be ready for the next batches of new stuff. and I'm looking forward to that. But it's called, the other project that dropped is called What a Concept. So definitely there's a lot of good material on that one as well, so definitely check that out. I did most of the production on there. Yeah, most of I did. There's songs with a guy named DZ, bro. DZ is awesome. DZ is an awesome producer that I met as well out there networking and stuff, and I'm very happy to be able to share the vibes that we created. We got man, one of the songs called Do You Believe is just, man, I mean, the two songs is A Way Out and Do You Believe, but both them songs, man, the energy that we connected with, the chemistry was just off the chains. And that's what I love doing, you know what I'm saying? I can make beats too, but when I started, I didn't make beats. I was just a rapper. I was just an MC. That was it. So I like to work with other producers and beat makers and all kinds of stuff. I keep it like that. You know, I like to keep things like that as well, because the chemistry changes, and that's the best, you know what I mean? So you get something new. But yeah, man, you guys check that out. Check out Starlines with me and Katak. He's to Another World on the production there out of Baltimore. Check out What a Concept. Check out that. Check out No Promises. Lightspeed did all the production on there, and it's really dope. And check out The Feast, right? Just, you know, check out Theta Mob. Check out Cosmic Rock Box. Cosmic Rock Box still going strong. Almost up to 4,200 views. Thank you to everyone that's supporting that and supporting, you know, the movement and the efforts. I really appreciate you. I see you. I love to connect with you, and let's just keep it going on that higher frequency always. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be back. I know I apologize for not being, you know, up in your grill like I usually would love to be, but it's just been a trying time, and I had to all hands on deck, you know what I'm saying? It's what I had to do, so it is what it is, you know what I mean? Sometimes I just is what it is, and that's the biz. So yeah, man, I love y'all. Great energy to everybody, and can't wait to see you, can't wait to hear from you, can't wait to connect with you, and much more on the way. I appreciate you and love you. Peace.